Hi everybody. I'm here to lead you through a quick orientation on Canvas. Okay, so um, let's just go through some simple tasks in Canvas, some simple setups that can make a difference in your life for the duration of the online class. So when you sign in, you're going to sign in on the SSO, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going to my.newschool.edu, and there are different ways to get here, but that's one way. Canvas, and then I've signed in and I can see my classes. Okay, so these are going to look published when you come in, and you're going to click on the Art of Song Lyrics, and then you'll be inside the class. And you'll have various options on the left in the navigational panel. And in this navigation panel, you'll see home, modules, syllabus, etc. down the line. Let me show this to you in Student View. It's one of the things that actually works right now in Student View. This is what you'll see: home, modules, syllabus, assignments, grades, people, starfish, discussions, Canvas how-tos. Okay, and then on the left, you will see account, dashboard of all your classes, the current classes, and then all of the courses that you've taken. Inbox, which is a good communication tool for all of us to use inside the class. You can write communication to me or to anybody in the class through the inbox right there. Let's go to account at the top left. All right, you'll see notifications, profile, and I'd like to just let you know that, I can't do this in Student View. So I'd like to let you know that in the notifications part of the options that you have under notifications, right? You can set anything you like there to be notified. And so I set nothing because I come into the class so often, but you might want some of these things to be communicated to you right away, such as any changes in assignments or grading, that sort of thing. And you just click on the bell and then you get either immediately, daily, weekly. Okay, so notify immediately. There you go. Boom. Okay, so please keep in mind that notifications can be useful to you. So let's go out of notifications and go back into the dashboard where I'll see my classes, and I'll click into Art of Song Lyrics. And I'd like to show you something else that may help you during the semester in terms of managing the large number of posts that we'll see inside the class. So our class is organized around modules. And if you click modules, you will see weekly modules, weekly clusters of assignments and activities and readings, starting with week 1, and then it'll go down all the way through week 15. Okay, and you'll see you can't open these until the appropriate time in terms of the module, but you will be able to see everything that needs to be done, for instance, in week 1, which is 5 things right here, aside from watching this orientation video and a welcome video at the class homepage. So you've got discussion, which is an introduction. If you click that, you will be taken to a general introduction of the class, right? Welcome. Here, you're giving your own introduction. And then you'll see my introduction and a couple of videos that I've posted that I ask you all to post your own, and you leave some information. Okay, so That's the first task of the week, aside from watching the welcome video on the homepage of the class and this orientation video. Close reading, what's close reading? And then a reading, the lyric, definition, and background, which I will give some information about. Word exercise and discussion. Okay, so you're asked to participate in this discussion, which is about close reading. And it's one poem called Parade by Jay Hopler and one song called Something Cool by Ricky Lee Jones. And by clicking these two places, you hear and, oh, I forgot to put the lyric. So I'm going to put the lyric for Something Cool right here. So you'll be able to see it as well as hear it. And then discuss, what do these two pieces of linguistic art mean to us at this moment? And then back to the modules, a video called Tracing the Lyric, which is a video of 3 contemporary poets talking about what lyric is. Okay, so you'll see every week is situated in such a way as you see what needs to be done and you have an understanding of what's being asked of you every single week, versus discussions. In discussions, it's a madhouse. I'm not kidding. It can be really overwhelming to see, 50 discussions going on, or 30 discussions, some of which are open and some of which are not, and which are important ones, and they change order depending on how many people are contributing at that moment. So I strongly advise everyone, every time you come into the class, just to use modules to orient yourselves. I'm keeping discussions open for a very specific reason, which is you can make a very important setting in only discussions. Okay, so you can only do this in discussions, which is you go up to the wheel thing, right? And if you set manually mark replies as read, what will happen is that the blue indicator circle in front of every single communication in the class, every single post in the class, will remain blue unless you manually turn it off. And what that means is that if you go to a discussion and you're flipping through, everything you flip through, all the indicators, the blue little dot indicators on the left, all turn off, as if you've read everything, even if you have not. And so you can miss a lot of important information that way. So discussions is on your list of navigable links in the navigation panel, simply because I want to give you the option of turning this manually mark replies as read on. Okay, so go ahead and check it out for yourselves. Make your own decision. Make sure if you change it to manually mark that you save the settings. And by the way, you won't see all of these things. You'll only see manually mark replies as read. Okay, so click save, and you will then have that set for you throughout all your discussions. I'm hoping to turn off discussions sometime in the near future, in the second or third week of class. So please do that as soon as you're able. Of course, we have the syllabus, and on the syllabus, you have the weekly course schedule, but you must click that to see it. Okay, so the weekly course schedule comes up, and it shows you the same information in a different form that you see in the module. Okay, so all of the things that are here are also in the module. So go ahead and realize that this and that reinforce each other. Okay, so use the modules by, get in the habit of doing that. Now in modules, you will see two items, Canvas that are meant to be aids for you during the semester, especially at the beginning. Canvas and technological aspects of the course, check, update your Canvas settings, etc. Posting audio visual, which can be a real headache for some people. So I'm asking you to post a reading of your poem or a singing of your song with your assignments. So you can post audio visual or just audio. And in fact, let me show you quickly how to do that while we're here. Okay, so I'm just going to go to a forum, a discussion, and show you how. So I'm going to click reply. All right, now let's say I'm in this text editor box and I want to create an audio recording. So this little icon right here, okay, this one is for record, update, upload media. And if you hover, you can see what each one's for: images, links, etc. Those are the three that I use all the time in the class. Oh, also YouTube, tools, apps, YouTube, and then you can post a video very easily, such that the image of the video shows up in the text editor. Okay, so if I'm doing an audio recording, I'm going to upload or record media. Click record. I'm going to give the permissions necessary to make this happen. Okay, and then I'm going to not click start recording. If I just want to do an audio recording, I'm going to go no video and then start recording. Otherwise, you can make a video recording. Voila, here. One other thing, I have found problems using Firefox with creating videos and audio. And so I do those, which I will do plenty of those in this class. I do those in Chrome. Okay, and in Chrome I can have less problems. Okay, so I'm going to cancel out of here, and that I think is all I want to show you about that. Okay, back to modules. Modules is home base. Using this, let me show you assignments very quickly. You will see from the beginning of the class all of the assignments for the entire class. And please notice there are 15 participations. You don't need to do anything with those. Those are only to enable me to give you a grade. In other words, grades only appear on your grade sheet when they are inputted into assignments first. So attendance, again, you don't need to do anything. At the end of the semester, I will put in the amount of points you receive for attendance. And I'll keep attendance weekly in Starfish. And then here you have the assignments that you need to do. And what you are asked to do is, for instance, in the seduction poem, the very first assignment that you're submitting, that assignment needs to be put into assignments, okay, right here in assignments, and it will tell you when it's due and that sort of thing, okay, and it needs to be put into assignments, and it also needs to be put into the module in which we are discussing that assignment. So I'm back to modules, and the assignment is in week 3, the seduction poem, and you will put your poem in here according to the information that's going to be posted there. It looks like I didn't do this right. So I need to go back and check that. But there'll be a response box and you'll input your poem there. Okay, and that will happen throughout the semester. It needs to be put in both places. If you don't put the assignment in assignments, the grading system won't know that you did it. Okay, and so it will just mark you late with that assignment. So prevent that by just putting it into assignments. I don't read them in assignments. I read them in the modules and I comment on them in the modules. So assignments are used only for grading purposes. All right, so I want to mention something else that related to that, which will make your lives a little bit easier. Let's say, I'm just going to use this one. So here you're putting a poem in. Okay, you reply, and then you place your poem in this area. And here is my poem. I'm putting it here, but it's putting double spaces. Okay, so I don't know what to do. Right. Everything in Canvas is geared towards prose, not poetry, and therefore we have to make our own way with our poems. And our poems matter in terms of the format. So in order to not have my poem appear double spaced, I need to go to the place where the double space is put by the system into my poem, and I need to click delete. Okay, so here's the poem, double spaced. My cursor is in front of the line before which I have a double space that I'd like to erase. Delete. I'm on a Mac, so I'm not sure about PC, but the same keys I'm sure are there. And delete, and then shift return gets me single spaced. And I go in front of every line where that's happening, and I can put the poem the way that I want others to see it. It's very important that we see what you want to see. So let's say if you want to have this line in the middle of the page, I'm just pressing my space button. Okay, and then when I post the poem, when I click post reply, that's how it's going to appear. And therefore you can make it appear as however you wish for the reader. Another shortcut is copy your poem from Word, go into text editor, or in PC it's called WordPad, and open that up, create a file, a new document, and then you paste your poem here. And then once you have it here, it strips away certain formatting, and it often will make it easier when you go select all and then copy, right? Copy, and then if you go into the text edit box that you're hoping to post it in and you paste it here, some of that formatting of double spacing, for instance, will be missing, which will be good, and you won't have to go manually line by line for all of the lines of your poem. Okay, so hopefully some of these tips will make it a little bit easier for you during the entire semester, and you'll be able to focus on things that we really want to talk about, such as song lyrics, poems, your poems, other people's poems in the class, and all things that relate to song lyrics and what makes song lyrics. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, and from here you should go to the first module, the one that I showed you at the beginning, in terms of the technical information. So if you haven't already read that, read it. Course orientation, read this. And please notice there's a general questions about the class dialogue here. And you can post here the entire semester any questions you have about the class. Okay, so please read these, this basic information. I have a single spacing your poems right here, which I just give you the information verbally, but in case you need it, that's there. Posting images, okay, course orientation, and then week 1's module. Okay, so go to introductions after you see this video. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you soon.